Hello and welcome. I am Ollie Juno and this is my crafty corner. Today is a floss tube. I finally have stuff to show. I've missed my last couple due to not enough stitching time, but this week was a very good stitchy week. Let us proceed with the channel. Words. This is floss tube number 39. Because I didn't have one last week, so it just continues on to this week. So we're still at 39. I've actually stitched on how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects today this week. Decent amount of stitches in most of them. Some of them not very many, but they got some, so that's progress, period. If you are new here, thank you for coming in. I'm a little sporadic at times. I ramble a lot, and I look at the wrong area. Like my camera is right here, but I tend to look up because that's where my screen is when I'm recording. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's see, what is the first one? I'm jumping ahead. If you are new here, thank you for coming in. I'm very sporadic today. I don't know why. I'm just super giddy that I actually have stuff to show. Probably, maybe, I don't know. If you like the video, please, hit the subscribe button and the like the video and hit the little bell so you can see when I post my other videos, because I do post normally pretty often, and about 2 times a week is my my goal. I do stitch with me's normally on the weekend and floss tubes on Wednesdays. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I hope you enjoy the video today and enjoy the progress that I've made on my projects, and hopefully I remember to provide all the information, because I always tend to forget to do which fabric I use and the count and all that stuff. Most of my fabric is Easy Guide or just regular fabric. I don't have any specialty fabrics yet. I don't have any colored fabrics. Maybe eventually once finances allow it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. The first one that I'm going to show is not in any particular order that I stitched on them this week. They're just the ones I have them set in next to me. So my first one I'm going to show is a Heaven and Earth design. It is called Blue Rose. I started this on my birthday in February. Did quite a bit on this last month. So this is the first time I've worked on it. I think this is the first time I worked on it this month. Mostly anything I've worked this month. But I got 200 stitches into this one. I am doing this one on 32 count, 1/1 tent stitch. And this is where I've gotten on it. So I'm working on the diagonal squares on this one. I'm really enjoying this. I plan on doing more on this one for sure, but I think it's coming along. I like the details I can see in here, so happy to see that. And then my next one that I worked on is my pandemic. That is what it's gonna look like once it's done. Well, that's the picture of the pattern. I am doing it on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. Oops, I caught something. This one I did 450 stitches on since last week. I decided I wanted to go all the way across. So I got my corner, I took all my stitches, I got all the way across over here, and I've got my corner in so I know where the edge of my fabric is, at least. So I'm always terrified that my fabric's not large enough. And I make it way too large because, like, I have way too much fabric up here at the top, but I want to make sure I have enough to roll it up in the scroll frame and not have to worry about fighting it, you know, or it coming off or anything like that. And I'm sorry, I keep looking up there. My camera used to be up there, but I'm using a different one right now, so it's down here. So, but I was really happy to get over here to the corner, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep working on this one or switch over back to my Kitten in the Rose, because I only have one frame large enough for these two patterns. Eventually, I'm hoping to be able to get a second frame so that I can have both of these on frames at the same time. I do not like switching my projects around. I like having them already on their frame so I can just pick it up, grab the fabric, pick it up, grab the thread, and go. Instead of having to pull it apart, redo it, because I like getting it on the frame and at the tautness that I like it at, so I don't have to keep fighting with it, which I always have to tighten it again. But yeah, a little bit of a ramble there. All right, so my next one is my two dragons, which I didn't get a lot done on this. And this is what the picture is. Yeah, so I believe I only got about 100 stitches into this. I might have gotten a 200 in it because I think I worked on this and I didn't write it down, but I can't remember, and I wasn't gonna go through Pattern Keeper to try to figure out when the last time I stitched on it was. So this is where I'm at so far. So the dragon, like, I've got a good chunk of the blue dragon's wing, and I'm starting in on the white dragon's wing right here. So I'm looking forward to continue on this. I may start doing this one the way I've started doing my other one, which when I get to that, you'll understand what I'm talking about, switching up my method. It's not really even a method, but we'll see on that. I've just been having a little easier time with it. I'll get to that in just a minute. Right now, you have no idea. I don't even know how to explain it without having the one I've been putting the most focus into up. So the next one is called, I call it Faith. It's just a Quaker sampler design. I'm doing this in color 550. I'm stitching it on 18 count 2/1 full cross. This is what I've gotten on this so far. So I've gotten the, this corner done completely. And now I'm kind of working on the frame for where Faith is going to go. And then figure out what I'm going to do from there. Because I started the outer of the frame, and this here is the inside frame that I'm going to work on. So, yeah. I've been enjoying that one. That's a nice simple one that I can work on during, you know, work hours. I keep tucking my hair behind my ear and that, and then not liking how it looks. All right, so the next one is the one that I have put most of my stitching in this weekend. I became obsessed with it over the weekend. This is my Heaven and Earth design. It's Mini Dreaming of Being Human. I don't know, I just fell in love with this pattern. But I've been having a little bit of a problem stitching it recently. I was trying to do, like, I started out with the diagonal, like diagonal squares, I believe, and then I tried to switch it to full diagonal. Then I tried to switch it to counted, like not severe counted cross stitch, but switched it to counted cross stitch. And then I switched it back to diagonal squares, diagonal with the 10 by 10 blocks. And I don't know, I was just struggling with it. You know, the colors are kind of crazy. I'll point it out to you. Right now it's in a hoop. I don't really like hoops all that much, but I didn't want to keep switching out frames. So I found a large hoop and was able to get it in without too much fabric hanging over. So this is what I've gotten so far. Like I said, I started up here, and basically I'm still parking, but I'm stitching till I decide to stop. Now sometimes I'll stop on the square and everything will be fine, but like a lot of times I'm like with the color, it goes down, I'll continue, you know, across, you know, with it instead of, you know, just trying to stay in that square and go this way. So it's like I'm working more this way, but I'm not dead set on stopping at that square. You know, it's like, oh, I want to continue over, or I want to continue down. The only thing I most likely will not do is like take like this area here past here and have to stitch. I don't like doing that because I like stitching downward, like pulling my threads down. And the same thing like over here. Like I don't figure I'll pull one side down further than the other side. It just, I don't know. I want to keep them similar, but for me, giving myself the option to continue past if I want to. See, like right here, there is no, that's stitched into the next box, but I was towards the end of my thread and it was just a few more stitches in, so I was like, you know, might as well, which is kind of like the counted cross stitch, country cross stitch, words. But I'm still real big on my parking. I like my parked threads. I like them a lot because it gives me a place to start in my, when I start stitching an area, I don't have to worry about what color I'm going to grab. Basically, I just start at the end of where I'm going to start stitching in that section and grab the lowest one and then grab the one. So like this square here, if I was going to work in this area, I would grab these two hanging threads here and do those. Then I would grab the next one up. So it's like I work from the bottom up, because I put the parked thread in the first one showing in that square, or close to the first one. So like I said, it's not really a method, it's just basically giving my brain the option to do something different, not to feel like it's must stay in this square or this area. But don't want to move too far out of it because my count gets off too far. Too bad. Yeah. I didn't finish the stats on this. I'm sorry. I got so excited explaining my knot method. I don't even know what it is. I did 1,271 stitches on this week. This is on 25 count 1/1 full cross. All right, and so now I have my last one that I worked on this week, and that is this one. This is my dream catcher. It is a gecko rogue pattern. I say the word wrong every time. I've been enjoying this one. Oops. Lost a magnet. It's okay. It's all good. this one, let's see, I got 900, no, I got 1,000 stitches in this one this week with what I stitched on it today. Because I did work, I had this one set up so I could do some easy stitching. It was just one color, just needed to fill in all the squares. So I did that while I was at work today. So between the rest of the week and today, I have done exactly 1,000 stitches on this one. This is where I'm at. I'm loving the look of it. I'm working up here right now, and as you can see, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I didn't stop at the 10 by 10 spot. I kind of like I did about 3 squares over, and now I'm gonna go down here and then work here till I feel like stopping and go, you know, because the wolf head is right here. So that's kind of like really intriguing. Like it's like, oh, I could get to the wolf head. You know, but if I just keep going square by square, I'd only get a few. But if I go multiple squares at a time, then it's possible that I'll get the wolf head in pretty quick. So yeah, this is done on 25 count 2 over 1 10 stitch. That was my first attempt at 10 stitch. For the longest time, I did not like 10 stitch. I couldn't tolerate it. But now that I've got a few projects doing on tent, I like it. I'm enjoying it. I do still like my flow cross. But having 1 or 2 projects, 3, 4 projects right now that are 10 stitch, and then I have like 4 projects that, you know, the rest of my projects are full cross. So having the variety, I think is a good thing, because then you don't get quite so tired of it. And with the 10 stitch, it goes so much faster. It does. So it's nice to be able to, like, if you're having a rough day, you jump on your 10 stitch, and what normally would only be 100 stitches is 200 stitches. So, I think that's all for me today. I don't really have anything to update or anything. I will be doing a stitch with me later this week, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. I hear my kids yelling for me, so I better take off before I have to end the video and edit it, because I hate editing in the middle of a video. All right, later everybody. Y'all have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye.